What would make a good president? Well, we have to actually backtrack. Look at the way this world is set up. There shouldn't even be one human being that leads everyone, unless that one human being comes from a physical body with the Holy Spirit dwelling upon him. Oh, we had that, Jesus Christ, and we still have that. Might not be in the flesh, but he will come back. He's already here, he just hasn't revealed himself yet. Anyway, a good president would have to involve truly living to serve the people. We the people. A good president can't have a background that he or she is not willing to reveal or is ashamed of. We've all had a past where we've done things that we shouldn't have done. But with those choices come lessons being learned for us to grow and to tell people why they shouldn't do certain things. A great president wouldn't have to bash others, would not have to bash the opposition to make themselves seem better, because that means they're willing to bash somebody. But they should be good enough to where they can stand out on their own, saying and doing what would make not just a great president, a great human being. The candidates that are currently running do not meet those requirements or recommendations, in my opinion, and many others' opinion. The reason why is because they all have their own dirt that they aren't bringing to the surface. Now, if you want to choose the lesser of two evils, it doesn't make it good. Or even better. Because we've seen it time and time again, where the person that was picked, or selected, not elected, had no point. They didn't do anything. The last person that tried to was assassinated. Now, in those days, it was a lot easier, I guess, to pull off a stunt like that. But even in the past 15 years, they've done something and gotten away with it. Now, with it being 2016, almost 2017, and there's so many millennials running around, they could personally care less who's running things, which is great for them. And by them, I mean the ones in power, because they can use that for their advantage, to further their agendas, by getting away with things, by passing laws secretly. And once laws don't pass, they rewrite it, change a few legislative lines that are buried within that people aren't going to read, and then it gets signed. And it takes a while to implement it because they have to get the people that are for them on board and to push the buttons and pull the strings that are required to get the ball moving. So a great president would have to expose all of that stuff, even if it means risking their life to do so. But that's why the candidates aren't presidential material, because if they were, they wouldn't have a leg to stand on. So it seems like no matter what candidates are up there, they're just talking heads, lying. Now, you might consider me just a talking head, but I have nothing to gain with these videos. Just blew a bug off my hand. I don't put ads in my videos. I'm not asking you for a penny. I just want you to understand that it doesn't matter who's in the White House because they're just the face of this empire. Capital United, capital states of capital America. A corporation. And then the ones around them stay while there's new presidents. So it's just like a CEO leaving their business to usher in a new CEO. Sure, some of the employees get plucked off and replaced, but like any job, if you're the fry cook, it doesn't matter if you're white, black, male, female, Christian, Muslim, whatever. You have to fulfill your duties within that job description. And if you don't, you'll be plucked out and replaced again, and then they'll be plucked out and replaced again, and again, and again, and again, and it keeps going. And I was going to say, until they find the right one. The thing is, there's never the right one. It's for a season. It's to keep it going, like a seasonal job. Even if you stay there for 5 years, you're not going to be there forever. That's the thing, and they know that. But as long as the work is being done, if it was a robot, it wouldn't even be the same robot because it would have to eventually be taken off for repairs. And they're not going to wait for that robot to be fixed, serviced. They're going to put in another one that's identical, and then they're going to keep that one there. Now, they're not going to let a broken robot go to waste. They'll either sell it for parts, or they'll fix it and put it somewhere else to fulfill that same duty. Or even a different duty if they could program it properly. But that doesn't work with human beings now, does it? But luckily, there's 7 billion of us. And luckily, everything's controlled by the almighty dollar. So they'll find someone that will take the breadcrumbs to do it. So a good president wouldn't want money. Or at least wouldn't want money for being the president. They would still get money, probably a decent pay, but they should use their money to actually help save people. They should give money, give food, give clothes to other countries, but not countries that don't deserve it. Like the Muslims that are gonna try to enslave us and kill us all, but Africa, as one example. Continent, country, whatever, even though Africa's in Egypt. What I'm trying to say is there won't ever be a good president because there's too many evil people out there that want to control and enslave and just serve Satan himself and do what Satan wants them to do. And he won't let somebody good be in a position of power, because that good position of power will manifest to many. We can't have that because they're afraid of numbers. So they're slowly changing the system. Slowly. They are desensitizing us all into accepting. And it's a generational thing, so it goes back to the millennials, which are accepting all of this demonic energy from the videos on YouTube to what they're being taught in schools to social game in general, society. They want these three things: money, sex, and status. And there's subcategories that are broken upon each of those things. But that's the main glue that's holding people in place to do these things. And it's sickening because my generation was the last, absolute last amount of good people, as a majority at least. Because even these millennials, there might be one or two out of every 50 that just didn't conform, has the Christian principles to want to help people and to not buy into all the crap. But the next generation, even after this current one, my goodness, I am so afraid. So afraid. Because I have kids, and they're going to be the ones that are going to have to deal with this generation and the next. They're already dealing with it. And unless I sell out to the system based on the lack of resources that I have, there's nothing I can do. Nothing. And I say sell out because the things that I would need take money. Because people aren't going to do what I need for free. Would I be a good president? No, because I would always have to watch my back. All day, every day, sleep with both my eyes open. No time to blink. Because the ones around you are your worst enemy. Because they're haters and they want what they don't have. They want what you do have. So always be wary of your own close encounters with friends, family, co-workers, acquaintances, whomever. Because they're the ones that are close to you. So they can snatch you up quick. And you may be gullible enough to forgive them because of that emotional, relational attachment. So they can hurt you again. So that's just the close ones. Now the ones that are farther away, keep them so far away that they don't even know you. You guys stay safe out there. And just realize there's never going to be a good president. Now, here's my outro. Do. Alright, I'm back. So here's what I have to say as more of bonus content. If Donald Trump wins, and within the first 30, 60, 90 days, he does drastic things that are making you say, oh my gosh, he is the next best thing since JFK. He is great. He lowered the taxes. He's helping everyone out. He garnished everyone's debt. Don't buy into it. Because for the first 3.5 years of the Great Tribulation, things are supposed to be good. We'll call that the calm. The second 3.5 years is when the mask comes off. And then from a drop of a dime, a flip of a switch, its true colors show. So we'll call that the storm. That's the calm before the storm. So with that in mind, with that being said, do not, I repeat, do not buy into it. It's just to get you to trust. It's to get you to open up and think that this is God giving His Messiah. It is not. Alright guys, as always, have a blessed and prosperous day. Jesus Christ always saves as long as you live for Him. Let's look one more time at the beautiful nature.